Happy weekend. It's Friday afternoon in Hawaii, and I realize many of you won't be looking at this until the weekend. As we indicated in our last video, we'll try to get to you with pertinent information, market-changing news, and those types of items. And we've got some today. But the phone calls are coming in. People are worried, and our message is the same. Stay the course. We think stocks are still under-owned, and it's going to take a while for money to move into the stock market from other places that it's parking. And so we look for more strength. Economic numbers, they're coming in well. They're coming in strong. Factory orders are up. Vehicle sales are up. Manufacturing index numbers are up. Positive. We're not talking big run, but remember, we're coming out of a bad winter. And so the strength is going to be pretty universal and strong across the board. The big news that we've got to start focusing on, and news since our last contact with you, elections. Australia, very positive, pro-business, pro-capitalism, free markets, and unanimous. The Australians just went that route. And India, last week, 800 million voters in India have decided this big government is out the door. They've gone for capitalism, they've gone for free markets, and we think that's going to be very, very good for the Indian stock market and hopefully to the rest of the world, because India is a big country. So those items have come in. Yesterday, Europe. The central banker, Mario Draghi, announced that the European Central Bank was going to become accommodative. How they did it, interestingly, was very different than our Federal Reserve. Rather than penalizing the banks, offering interest to the banks to deposit money with the Fed instead of lending it into the free market environment, in Europe, they told the banks, if you park reserves with us, we're going to charge you interest. In other words, get your money to work and put it into loans in the economy. Additionally, the central bank in Europe is going to offer low-cost loans to these bankers so they can make more money on it. So the incentive is for the private banking system and the private part of the economy to grow. We like that. And apparently the stock market does too, because the last 2 days have been strong. We're not penalizing banks here. We're talking about relying on the free side of the economy, no shovel-ready stuff. So this is impacting the U.S. stock market as well. Why? Procter & Gamble, IBM, Minnesota Mining, they're all involved in Europe and a myriad of companies. So when Europe starts to turn around and it has good medicine, it helps American stocks. So we've got a bunch of good things going, so don't give up on the ship yet. We think there's more upside. Have a good weekend.